After triumphing over the essence almost effortlessly, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move and how to best integrate Pyre into the group. A triumvirate of winged harps harbouring a deep hatred for the Commonwealth. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my air fresh so I can sleep upon the roof. I trust the rights will cause my path and Tamifers to cross again before long. You're welcome with us for now, Pyre. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Rookie? But Rookie does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Making friends, are we? Pyre shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon's wheels again. Oh dear. He runs off. During this discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, I ask a moment of your time outside. Yes, it's time to consult the stars for where we head next, isn't it? There is somewhere I might ask we go, here in Black Basin, Reader. By your leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? You look towards the heavens, to now seek our next destination. Ah, to the west this time. Lu, the vernal star. The vernal star burns bright over densest woods in Black Basin. Seems to be a termite or a worm clawing at a tree. An interesting one, that one. A glade of Lu, directly due west. Then, it is just as my client indicated. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The great sap scholar Lu Sklorian here vanquished the root titan, Limbless Arizek. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood, he entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us, somewhere in Wakingwood, due west. How do we find him? He shall find us. Ooh, very mysterious indeed. Somewhat like how the minstrel found us again after he ventured off earlier on in the story. It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. But first... Pyre wishes to discuss something with us. You approach Pyre, who has kept to herself since she joined your small band. She is an outcast of the winged high-wing remnants, the Commonwealth's hated enemies. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling. In those first moments when we met, that vote of confidence in me which you relayed to that nice Hedwin boy, I'm grateful you were willing to see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group, and you just go with it. However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. I've business with my blood sister Tamiffer and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story, all in all. One that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time, and we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quests, until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. You scratch my back and all that, Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me, and besides, we harps have a saying, liars abound. A winged race, also known as the High-Wing Remnants, at war with the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers, they hold themselves superior. Oh, we've heard this before. Mr. Androbeles, Thinking names. She swoops away before you can respond. She swoops away in this in this wagon. Yes. Hammer's moonshine, kept close at hand in the off chance of a good occasion, or a very bad one. Oh. Very well. It seems there is a snake in there. Well then, whatever works, I guess. especially here in such a place. The hunt for Myr, in the words of Gol Golophanian, the Master General. My Emperor lay there, bleeding and alone, stranded in a bitter land beyond the river. With fleeting consciousness he understood the folly of his quest, and the folly of his rule over his country. Thus did he await the last embrace. It was the Impaled that nursed him back to health, and warned him oft of the dangers he would have to face. Many enemies of Myr would come in search for him, some under employment by the rope caller, some longing openly for cold, uncomplicated vengeance. I was one of them. I plunged into the river willingly. We needed to be sure that he was dead. No love lost on the Emperor, even after he's gone, huh? That is fair, if what you say about him and his ways are true. And ring the bell one more time for good luck. Or maybe again. Or Rookie. But we have a place to be, and an informant to meet. The Sulphur Main, a precarious path leading towards the woods. The lone minstrel cautions that the one path down the cliff is rather treacherous. The wagon has hit a snag, descending the black crags. Its wheel is stuck. Jodariel is not pleased. Please don't lose any more hope, Jodariel. It was infuriating last time, even if I didn't use you. First, that blasted little bird, now this. Though you lack Jodariel's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all of this hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. Well, it's not exactly our fault if we get stuck in a crag, is it? He is very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward, down the jagged slopes towards Wakingwood. Your companions who explored ahead advise on whichever folk paths is best. Another choice it seems? Yep. Lands on a northern plateau overlooking Wakingwood, pocked with seething fissures. Sir Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable here in Flamberg. And to the south, or at least the east, is Glass Peak. Lands to the east of Wakingwood, riddled with black crags. Hamitha says she can procure a talisman here. Oh. So we can either have something valuable, or a talisman which we might not be able to get anywhere else. While more money would be nice, a talisman, depending on its abilities, could be very worth it, so to the east we go. Having gone the route Hamitha recommended, she directs you towards a particular crag, no more conspicuous than any other. They clip our wings before they cast us down here, you know. But, just the same, we learn to flit around a bit. Just watch. Hamitha swoops up to a nearby peak and disappears behind it. She does not keep you waiting long and returns bearing an item of some sort. For you, reader darling, we hiring remnants stash away such things for such occasions. Hamitha found a luminous idol. After grasping the orb, the bearer instantly recovers all stamina. Another interesting one. That might prove quite effective with Jodariel, actually. Sprint into somebody to make them, to banish them, receive all your stamina back. Use that to sprint towards the orb, and you get your stamina back again. That is quite, that is not bad. At least, assuming how I think it works is correct. A long-forgotten effigy of the Songfisher, brought to embolden one's spirit when closer to celestial phenomena. Interesting as well that she seems to have procured a decent item for Jodariel, or at least one that she could make good use out of. Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Wakingwood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However, most puzzling, he ought to have met us here. You said he would find us himself. Aye, he was to find us at the edge of these woods. We're supposed to keep waiting for him? He would desire for the stars to be your guide, as always. The rights beckon, and the rights take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then, let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? The lone minstrel notes 2 possible paths forward from this point, though cautious that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Unknown area, Very well. To the north, a needle field, a small clearing east of the Glade of Lugh. The lone minstrel says his client Sandalwood studied the rites here. To the south, Greymoor contains the grandest tree in all of Wakingwood. The lone minstrel says his client Sandalwood once resided here. If we are to eventually meet this Sandalwood, he might leave us something to help find him at his place, since we have not met him here. We might even meet him there ourselves. Yes, Graham does seem to be a better option right now. Sandalwood has lived a long life, compared with any of you, at least. In the latest years of his exile, he became rather reclusive for a variety of reasons he shall no doubt explain. He found some solace here in these woods, though I fear I cannot locate his residence without him. Oh dear. Don't tell me this has been a waste. I would hate for people to lose hope again. Unfortunately, you find no trace of Sandalwood, and without him there to guide you, you remain quite lost. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the plains leading backward appear to match the route you took to this point. Oh no. Don't tell me these woods can change around us. That would be quite bad. Now we make our way back. Burnt Grove, ashen grounds amid Wakingwood. May seems drawn to this location for some reason. Or Underthicket, the southern pass through Wakingwood. The Impetizo seems to wish to go towards this location. I haven't really been following May's guidance all that well recently. Well, at all, I don't think. We'll see what she is drawn to in Burnt Grove. Woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break for camp and survey the surrounding for any clues. Perhaps, later, there shall be time to pursue your vocations. Yay. Beyond the crystal seeks Jodariel. Oh dear. Another challenge awaits us, huh? That's, yeah. Sandra's status wallowing in nothingness. You have returned, have you? What is it you require? Well, how about a chat first? Since you seem to be, quite despondent here, right now. Let me ask you something, lovely reader. Have you any idea for how long I have been imprisoned here? Well, no. I'm going to guess a very long time for you and your, companions to have grown further apart, though. Sandra is asking you to guess the duration of exile. A year? 10 years? 100 years? 1,000 years? Yes, a year really... No, it doesn't seem that long for her to grow distant from her friends. Or her acquaintances, at least. Maybe suggesting getting a serb number may do something to raise Sandra's spirits a bit. One can hope, I guess. You guess that Sandra could have been in her current state of exile since well before the dawn of the current age. At first she shows no indication that she even heard you. Close. Soon enough I shall be getting there. Wow. I've been in prison thus for 837 years. According to my count, at least. It is possible I have lost track, although given my state I can assure you that I have had ample time to verify my arithmetic. She goes silent for a time. Let me give you some advice. If you decide to kill the Emperor, make sure you achieve what you set out to do. Oh. You have been banished for trying to kill the Emperor? Solely a Mer? Hold on. Were you one of the ones to venture down like Golgolothanian? To kill him as well? If so, why are you in here and he is not? In fact, all the scribes are in here. Huh. Okay. I expected my own death, regardless of the outcome of my task. She might have been in here much longer, in fact, before he even came down to the downside. That might explain it a bit more, back when he was more ruthless. Certainly imprisoning someone in an endless and timeless expanse in a crystal would seem like such a wicked thing for an emperor to do. Especially if someone, as we have been told, is not a very nice person as he was. I was not expecting this. Certainly not to be telling you about it 837 years later, or however long that it has been. Although, enough of that for now. Let us get back to business. About, well, why we're here, a scribe trial. Of course, reader, you need but think on who shall be the subject of my trial, and we shall go from there. Jodariel, of course. Can this talisman even be here? No, it cannot. However, it does seem like a good idea to have. Yep. Hopefully, if this works as I can predict. Hopefully. I hope it's not like last time with Ruki, where it's only her, as I'm not I'm not very good at using her, as she is very slow. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Jodariel. That surly demon, is it? She could stand to lighten up, though I fear that is not a secret I can teach. But let us bring her forth regardless. Soon Jodariel appears in heed of the summons. What is the meaning of this, reader? And into the crystal we go. Not quite as bad as last time, although still less than ours. What is the meaning of this, reader? Where are the others? The apparition Sandra appears and loosens her mask. Welcome to my humble home, demon. You are good at taking orders now. State your purpose quickly, Wraith. My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weakness perhaps outweighs your strengths, though I sorely wish to see you and your lover reader prove me wrong. All, she says. Very well then, reader. Let us show her whether she is right. Yep, I imagine that this isn't going to go well. Oh dear. Okay. That was correct in my statement. Push forward, banish somebody, get your stamina back. Oh, get two people, huh? Okay. Not going as bad as I thought it would. Oh no, come on, no! Ah, darn. So close. And, yep. Just as I was coming back. Although still not as hard as I first intended it. First thought it would be, at least. That's a talisman. That talisman is quite effective, especially paired with those skills of just rushing everywhere. Are you satisfied now, Wraith? I am never satisfied, demon. However, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order, to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Yes, definitely went a lot better than I expected. Oh dear. That was a strange experience. What do you have there, reader? Ah, another talisman for completing the trial. Solium's Horn. Jodariel casts her aura farther and faster than usual, plus 15. That's not bad, but I still prefer the stamina-giving one a lot more. Sandra's second blade managed to graze her target's face, twisted as it was, with sorrow, not with rage. Oh. That would imply that she tried to kill him when he was down here. Ah. Well, that just raises more questions as to what happened to her and why he banished her to this crystal. Well, do we even know it was him who banished her? Interesting. But we shall take it nonetheless.